Thank you for the introduction. As mentioned, I am an oncology clinical pharmacist practitioner whose primary practice location is in our ambulatory oncology clinics at the Buffett Cancer Center, and discussions about the role of supplements, vitamins, and herbal products in the care of patients who are undergoing treatment for cancer and who have completed treatment is certainly something we encounter often. I am happy to be here today to discuss the role of dietary supplements and complementary medicine in survivors of cancer, as well as resources available to augment the safe use of supplements and complementary medicine for all team members, the patient, the caregiver, and us who are healthcare providers. I have no disclosures, but as we will learn today, supplements and vitamins are not approved by the FDA, and therefore non-FDA approved uses of these agents will be discussed. Before we get started today, it is important to have an understanding of terminology that is often used when patients and caregivers, healthcare providers, and the general public talk about supplements, vitamins, and herbals or natural products. These definitions come from the Dictionary for Cancer Terms that serves truly as a great resource for all individuals. The dictionary is managed by the National Institute of Health and can be found at cancer.gov. They define standard medical care or best practice as treatment that is accepted and widely used by medical experts as the proper treatment for a certain disease. From there, we see three other terms that some may use interchangeably, but really they have unique characteristics and places in treatment planning. We see the use of the word alternative medicine as medicine is used in place of standard medical treatment, so it's an alternate. Complementary medicine, which is being used alongside standard medical treatment, therefore complementing or enhancing the other treatment. And finally, integrative medicine, which is integrating and working together. So we're combining standard medical treatment with complementary or those alternative interventions. The focus of this presentation will be on this integration, both in the context of complementary therapies, but also in the workings of the healthcare team. There are 5 main types of complementary medicine that can be integrated into standard medical care, including manipulative and body-based practices. So thinking massage, chiropractor, mind-body therapies, so meditation, yoga, Tai Chi, energy healing practices, which is Reiki and therapeutic touch, and then whole medical systems that are unique to specific cultures throughout the world, such as homeopathy, naturopathic medicine, or traditional Chinese medicine, for example. And finally, we have biologically based products. Our focus today will be on biologically based products, but what is that? One can assume, based on this image, that to some degree, these practices consist of pills and supplements. But basically, this practice relates to products found in nature. The formal definition from cancer.gov regarding biologically based products is herbs, foods, and vitamins that are proposed to strengthen, heal, and balance the body. Examples of these practices include dietary supplements, which are vitamins, minerals, herbs used alone or in combination to supplement the diet, vitamin replacement products, herbs and plant-based products, which make up a group of practices known as botanicals, and then special diets. So the Paleolithic diet, the ketogenic diet, vegan diet. And while there's certainly much to be said, and there's many people who are interested in these special diets that are currently out there, we will focus the remainder of our presentation today on the first 3 bullets of supplements, vitamins, and herbal or botanical products. While these biologically based practices are products that are based on items found in nature, a recurring theme in education materials for both patients and healthcare providers is that natural doesn't necessarily mean safer or better. So what are the benefits and risks associated with supplements and complementary practices? While there are more proposed benefits for using supplements and complementary medicine than those listed here, common reasons that patients, caregivers, and the healthcare team members indicate that these therapies are often used is in the preventative measures to improve one's quality of life, prevent other health problems, as well as preventing the cancer from coming back. And other patients, on the other hand, might not think of it more so as a preventative measure, but using these therapies for concerns related to their diet, either from perceived gaps in their dietary intake or to replace known deficiencies. Because of the proposed benefits of improving one's quality of life and overall health from supplements, vitamins, and herbal products, two divisions of the National Institute of Health, the Office of Dietary Supplements and the National Center of Complementary and Integrative Health, have attempted to compile information for the patient and healthcare professional. While there are obviously many more supplements, vitamins, and herbal products to be found on their web pages and other reputable resources, this table attempts to give a glimpse into the complexity of the proposed health benefits that are linked to these various interventions. For example, it is proposed that vitamin C and echinacea have an effect on the immune system, while both vitamin C and E have antioxidant properties that are proposed to reduce cardiovascular disease, reduce the risk of cancer. St. John's wort has been theorized to help with mood regulation, while glucosamine, on the other hand, is purported to have an effect on joint health. It is important to note that most of these proposed benefits are just that, proposed, with limited evidence confirming that the intervention resulted in the known health benefit. We will see in the slides that follow that these proposed benefits from the previous table are not always what is claimed. And later in the presentation, we will dive further into the evidence addressing these three bullets of preventing cancer recurring and serving as a dietary replacement, as well as the belief that natural medicines are safer than standard prescription and over-the-counter medicines. Ultimately, we will find that the greatest benefit of dietary supplements is in replacing known deficiencies. With these proposed benefits comes potential risks, including the financial effects of these therapies, as they are not free and often have large marketing budgets directed at the targeted audience of survivors of cancer. The number of complementary therapies that exist and their associated costs is quite large, and it continues to grow every year. Despite this large share of the market and growing numbers, there is no FDA regulation of these products, which means that safety and efficacy data may and does not exist in many cases. Given this lack of regulation, there is no way of knowing what exactly is in these dietary supplement, vitamin, and herbal products, and the exact effects they might have on other medications and the body. Financial toxicity is defined on the National Institute of Health's website as problems a patient has related to the cost of medical care that can also affect the patient's quality of life and access to medical care. Published reports consistently indicate that patients with cancer and survivors of cancer are more likely to have financial toxicity than people without cancer. The use of complementary and alternative medicine practices can contribute to this financial toxicity, as these supplements and therapies